Hello there, and welcome back to another video. Now, today I just want to quickly go through what I'm planning on doing at Star Wars Celebration, as well as some of the latest updates. As we can see here, they posted this on Instagram about a day ago. So yeah, just going to quickly go through what I'm doing and some updates on the convention itself. All right, so I want to start off with the guests. The guests is, one of the main reasons I'm actually going to go over. So we'll start off with who I'm meeting and what I'm doing with them, I guess. Um, basically, first up, we've got Ahmed Best. I believe I've got a photo with Ahmed Best. Anthony Daniels, I've already had the pleasure of meeting, so it's good I was able to sort of cross that one off because I know time is going to be of the essence. We've got 3 days, but I know a lot of it is going to be spent in lines. I've also got a photo and an auto with Ashley Eckstein. Um, who else am I meeting? Rosario. I've got just the auto with her at the moment. I really wanted to get a dual photo because they released Rosario after Ashley, and I didn't know how quickly things like this sold out. So initially, I bought the photo straight off the bat with Ashley, and then when Rosario got announced, they released the dual photo. And normally with this company that's organizing the photos and autos, you can exchange for something that's of greater value and just pay the difference. I was hoping I'd just be able to exchange my Ashley photo for an Ashley and Rosario photo. But this time they're not doing that. So I don't know if I do want to get a photo with Rosario, so I might just end up paying for a photo. We'll wait and see. I've definitely got the auto locked in with her, so we've got that for sure. Oh, they haven't announced. Have they? Where's Hayden and all that? They don't even have Vanessa Marshall here either. They haven't updated this list. Alrighty, so we got a better list here. So obviously touched on Ahmed and Ashley. Hayden Christensen. I've got a photo with. I've got a auto with, a bulky auto as well. Just so there was like 3 different tiers of autos. You've got your 8x10, your premium, and then your bulky. I got bulky just so that covers me for all bases. I did see an email from ReedPop as well saying that bulky also included a quote. Now, ReedPop aren't actually the company that are doing the autographs. That's Official Pics, I believe. So, not sure if that's 100% correct or not. If it is, that would be awesome. Because what I'm thinking of taking at the moment is my Vader helmet. It's the Hasbro Black Series one, and it's a 3-piece magnetic one. So you've got the bottom chin area, then the actual mask attaches, and then the helmet part, we'll call it. So I'm thinking if I just take the helmet part over and get him to sign that, that would be sick. So that's what I'm thinking at this stage. Who else are we meeting? We're meeting Sam Witwer as well. Sam Witwer, I have a photo and an auto with. And I'm trying to think of like an insanely nerdy question I can ask him because obviously he's a Star Wars nerd just like us. So yeah, I want to ask him a really nerdy question, see what I can get out of him. Tamura, I've also had the pleasure of meeting, so haven't got anything with him this time. So yeah, that's everyone I'm meeting. So obviously Ahmed, Ashley, Hayden, Sam Witwer, and Rosario Dawson. 5 guests. So yeah, that should be pretty cool. I did see someone on Twitter say as well that just because that's the end of the announced guests doesn't mean we won't get other, unannounced ones popping up, which sort of leads me to the next part of this video. So yeah, I just want to touch on, so this is going back to that Instagram post at the start of this video where they talked about the Lightspeed lanes and the panel reservations. So they announced this yesterday. So basically, if you have a ticket to Star Wars Celebration, you have to apply to actually be able to get into the panel. Basically a luck of the draw thing, I think. Obviously, if you've got a Jedi Master VIP badge, you are all good. You just have to rock up like 30 minutes before the panel and you're all good. You get to go in. So there's a couple quick notes here. There's 3 different stages by the sounds of it. So you've got a Galaxy stage, the Twin Sun stage, and the Celebration stage. There's a couple panels on the same days, such as Saturday. There's this blank spot here, which I'm going to get to. But there's 2 panels on Saturday, so you can only apply for 1. So by the sounds of it, the panel reservations open on March 25th if you're in America, March 26th if you're in Japan or, Australia like me. and it closes on April 8th. So it's not like first in, first served for the reservation period. You've got a couple of weeks there to apply, and then after that, obviously, if you're lucky enough to get picked, you'll get sent your QR code or whatever to get scanned, like it says up here. So here we have the panels. So on Friday, there's one for The Mandalorian and Grogu. We've got Andor, a Star Wars story on Saturday. Also on Saturday, there's the Ahsoka panel. And then on Sunday, also confirming that Star Wars Visions is back for Volume 3. I haven't watched it personally, but obviously there's an audience for it. So there's that panel on Sunday. Now, there's a blank spot up here, and everyone's wondering what it could be. I honestly have no idea. I'm just going to start spitballing here. It could have something to do with the Rey movie. This could be a panel that's part of an announcement of a series or a movie or something, we haven't been told about yet. So it literally could be anything. You might get a Rey movie one, you might get Daisy up there, you might get John Boyega up there, Oscar Isaac's already there, he might come and be part of it. I would really, really hope I'd like to think we'd get a Revenge of the Sith one. It's 20 years. I would really like to think we would get one. So, that could be what it's there for, all of a sudden, because Hayden's going to be there, all of a sudden, and Anthony Daniels, all of a sudden you might have Natalie Portman, you might have Ewan, you might have Ian McDiarmid just rock up on stage. I know Ewan's got the play on, but from memory, I think the play's only in like the rehearsal stages when Celebration's on. So you never know, he might be able to get to Japan for a couple of days and then get back to London or wherever the play is. And that actually does make a little bit of logistical sense to me now that I'm thinking about it, because if Ewan's in London and Ahsoka's would also be filming in London at the same time. So, if they want to just both get on a flight over here, him, Hayden, the Ahsoka crew, he might even be filming, because there's the rumors that Ewan's going to be part of Ahsoka as, flashback sequences as Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars. So, few little theories there. But yeah, as Mandalorian and Grogu, obviously, for a Mandalorian and Grogu panel, would you expect, I don't know, would you get a Pedro there? You might get a Brendan Wayne, Sigourney Weaver, who are the, these characters that are going to be in the movie. Andor, obviously Cassian and Alan Tudyk are there. Ahsoka, at the moment, you've got Hayden, you've got Rosario. You might even get Anthony Daniels there. I'm not sure what they're going to do for that, because obviously, he made a little cameo appearance in it. But if you've got Rosario and you've got Hayden flying over, why wouldn't you just get the rest of the crew? Like, I could see a Mary Elizabeth Winstead coming over. It makes sense if Ewan comes over too. Natasha as Sabine. If Rosario and Hayden are coming over, I can't imagine a lot of filming would be getting done. So, I could imagine the rest of the cast coming over for an Ahsoka panel. To spend the weekend in Japan and then go back to London and start filming again. But yeah, I am quite interested. It just, I feel like, it's 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. At the previous celebrations, I'm pretty sure they've done anniversary panels. Like they did one for Return of the Jedi that Ming-Na Wen hosted, I reckon, and you could tell she was nervous because she was such a Star Wars fan growing up. But yeah, they have done these anniversary panels before, so it wouldn't make sense. Like, why would you ignore Revenge of the Sith, one of the most popular movies in the whole franchise? Now this is the light speed lane reservation. Now I'm actually learning about this as I'm reading, so bear with me. But it basically says, so bypass lines in less than 12 parsecs by making a lightspeed lane reservation at the official show store. So these shopping reservations must be made prior to your arrival at Star Wars Celebration. Reservations will not be available during the event for the show store, so please read all the information below. Reservations are limited to one per person, I should say. So if you've got, a Saturday and a Sunday ticket, you can only make a reservation for one of those days. So same thing as the panel, if you've bought tickets for yourself and others, you need to make sure those tickets are in the other people's names, because you can only reserve for yourself. So yeah, Lightspeed Lane, it's basically just a way to get into the official Celebration store quicker. I'm definitely going to apply for a panel. The Ahsoka one's going to be my, preference for sure. this blank dot here, they're gonna have to announce it surely before the panel reservations open. If the only thing that could make me pick that over an Ahsoka one that I can even conceive at the moment is if it is, you know, a Revenge of the Sith one or something like that. Something along those lines. You know, it could be for something completely out of the blue that we're not even expecting, but that's what I'm thinking. As far as content we're gonna get there, I think we'll probably get another trailer, like a better trailer for Mandalorian and Grogu. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did like early screenings of, you know, a few episodes of Andor or something like that. But yeah, basically my experience at Celebration, you know, I'm going to be vlogging all of it, so I want you guys to feel like you're there with me. But yeah, a lot of it will be standing in line, so I suppose me just talking to a camera will, you know, help me kill some time. I'm definitely going to try and get into one of these panels. Like I said, Ahsoka's the preference, depending on what this blank spot is going to be. And yeah, I think a lot of it, obviously I want to meet up with a lot of people over there that, you know, I've met through doing YouTube, whether they're, you know, my fellow Aussies or they're people over in America as well. And yeah, besides that, I think like any convention I go to here in Australia, I just love going around and seeing all the stalls that people set up and things like that and stuff they've got available to buy and, you know, that sort of thing. So as much time as I get, I want to be trying to cover as much ground around the convention floor and just seeing, you know, what's there, because I know I'm going to spend some stupid money, like especially on like the convention exclusive Funkos and things like that. Like I already know I'm going to spend a ridiculous amount. But yeah, that's basically it. Let me know in the comments below, are you guys going to Star Wars Celebration? And if so, what do you want to get out of it? Have you been to a Star Wars Celebration before? What should I be expecting? That sort of thing. But I haven't really made too much content around Celebration so far, so I want to sort of ramp it up. You know, we're a month and a half away, which is ridiculous. We're like 45 days away, something around those lines. So let me know if you guys have been to a Celebration before. Let me know what I should expect. I've obviously got a decent plan, I think. You know, I've spread out the autos and photos, so I'm not too crammed on any individual day. Because I know, especially for autos, I'll be in the line for a while. I know with photos, they like to try and whip you through. So yeah, until next time, may the Force be with you always.